Michael, obviously very experienced in T20 competitions all over the world. What are those plans are you going to bring into this tournament, and how excited are you for this tournament, for a new tournament?
Yeah, very excited to be over here. It's going to be a great tournament. I think it's great that a lot of the internationals are playing once the first couple of games when they get back from Australia. So can't wait, really. Yeah.
So obviously, as an Australian, there's a question I have to ask you.
Yeah.
That ball temperature, how did it affect you guys, and how are you guys planning to? Obviously, have you spoken to some of the guys and gotten some of their inputs on it and how to figure?
Yeah, obviously, I'm not part of the Australian setup, so I don't have sort of the inside word on it. But it's big news back in Australia, and obviously there's been quite a lot of changes since that happened, and the three players with their bands and stuff, obviously doing it pretty tough, I'm sure, not playing. Cameron Braincroft's from Western Australia in Perth Scorchers, so I know him very well, and he's handling it really well. He's been really distinguished throughout, and I think he's learned from his mistakes, and he's certainly very much looking forward to getting back playing again.
Yeah, so you've obviously spoken to Cameron. How is he feeling at the moment? Do you think he's building that strength back to bounce back again strongly?
Yeah, he's one of the hardest trainers probably in world cricket, I think. He's mentally very strong as well, so he'll be fine. As I said, he obviously realised the mistake he made, and they copped a very long ban, and hopefully he'll come back really strong. I think he's available for the third or fourth game during our big bash for the Perth Scorchers, so we're looking forward to getting him back.
So now there's a consensus that Australian conditions and South African conditions are very similar. Have you had that experience over here?
Yeah, I've played a couple of times. I played a long time ago in Under-19 World Cup, and then played a Champions League 7 or 8 years ago with the South Australian Redbacks over here. So I have some really fond memories of playing in South Africa, and as you said, very similar conditions, bigger grounds probably like Australia compared to say subcontinent conditions, and so can't wait. Been great, settled in really well with the boys, and everyone's welcomed me in, so really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because it's quite a balanced side. There's a lot of youngsters, middle-aged guys, and obviously older guys. How have you settled in? How have they welcomed you into the side?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's nice to get here early just to get to know everyone, and I suppose being in Pal and the Pearl Valley Golf Course where we are, everyone's stuck together. When you're in a city, sometimes you can sort of spread out and everyone goes for dinner and at different places. Where we are, everyone sort of has to stick together, and I think it's been a real advantage for us to gel really well. And we obviously have the three South African players, Faf, Markram and Shamsi coming in, which will really strengthen us, and good to have those senior guys around as well.
Have you learnt any Afrikaans in your time here so far?
Not really. Buy a donkey, thank you. Yeah. So that's probably as far as I go.
Any cuisines, local cuisines that you've tried maybe in Paul, or some South African traditional foods that you've tried?
Not yet. They're quite big on their meat over here, which I enjoy. So we'll just I'll at some stage in the tournament we'll venture out into different places.
Cool. So I just want to know what your goals and ambitions are for this particular tournament, and do you think that this is a good start for South Africa to be able to compete with other World T20 tours across the world? Obviously, you have to first play in the first tournament to know that, but so far, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think my goal is obviously to be part of a winning team and help out as much as possible. Personally, I go into every tournament wanting to be the best player in the tournament and make the most runs, and so that's certainly going to be my goal personally, but that's only going to be worthwhile if I'm helping the team win, so that's going to be a major focus for me personally. But then as a team, we're obviously looking to make the finals and really push to win it. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. So and I think as a tournament as a whole, it's going to be fantastic. I think, as I said, having the international guys involved for the majority of the tournament is great. Like the Big Bash, for example, don't get that too often. So I think that's going to be a really big bonus for the tournament, and hopefully the crowds come out and really support it.
And obviously having a few net sessions with the guys, who are some of the young guys that you maybe think stood out for you so far in your time here?
I've been impressed with everyone, really. Patrick Kruger's, from what I've seen, strikes the ball really well. And skill-wise, everyone's been really good. So I think young Fortune, the left-arm spinner, bowled really well last night in the training. So I think, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing all the names properly, but I think as a group, as you mentioned, we've got a good blend of youth and experience, and hopefully it'll go a long way to us having success in the tournament.
So now I've asked the young guys who they are targeting with regards to wickets. Like if there's a specific batsman they target to wickets. Is there any particular bowler that you target to hit over the boundary?
No, I wouldn't say targeting. I'm looking forward to the challenge more. I think of facing guys like Stain and Rabada, and I've been lucky. I've faced them quite a bit in actually in England. They both played one for Hampshire, Glamorgan, Stain was for them, and then Rabada, Kent I played a couple of years ago. So they're obviously two of the best bowlers going around the world, and I love that sort of challenge. So looking forward to doing that, and hopefully I come out on top, but maybe not. Maybe they'll knock me over. We'll see how we go.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you. Cheers.